Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from Comic Book Ben, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever. Find Best Threesome Ever on Facebook. Search Best Threesome Ever. That's 3 with the number 3. It is my favorite podcast.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Robb, and Kevin.
You know what music video was way before its time?
What was it?
Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith. All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 146, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
Well, I'm Kevin.
And there we go. We're doing a Wacky Boys Day today.
Oh, good God. That got old real fast.
DJ Radio Boys here on Best Threesome Ever. Over-exaggerated DJ. Anyways, sorry. I don't know how I slipped into it. It just all of a sudden...
Yeah, it started and I was like, the thing is, I heard the whole intro and I heard the first 2 seconds of it. And I'm like, oh, shit, we're going to have to do this bit, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
All right.
You don't always have to follow what I do. You can do your own complete thing.
Yeah, but like, I am in the position where I can't do that. Like, we are basically a balancing troupe. Okay?
True.
You are the base of the joke. I am the setup, and Kevin is the punchline. It just it has to work that way based on the order in which we go. So I can't change it. I have to go just a little bit more, but not so much that Kevin can't work with anything.
And then I have the choice to either continue or drop it all together and be like,
Yeah.
and I'm Kevin.
Yeah.
We're not
doing that. Yeah, like
It's a sweet place to be in. I'm not going to lie.
this has been Joke Craft Corner with Rob. Sorry, everyone.
We know nothing about comedy. Yeah. All right. There's kind of a lot to talk about. Some nice trailers. And then at the end of this episode, we're going to do a happy ending for the Book of the Mandalorian. I mean, the Book of Boba Fett. So,
one or two trailers dropped during the big game of which we cannot say the actual name of because we are not sponsored in which to do so.
Yeah. Some big.
But y'all know.
Some big football game.
Something about a really, really sweet owl.
Yeah, a really cool owl.
The bee owl?
The superb owl.
Yeah. Yeah, that superb owl was pretty good. That was all right. I was doing laundry during it. I'm very sad Cincinnati didn't win. It's my hometown. Sorry, it's my hometown. I wanted to see it win. Sorry.
We watched Hightown and then The Walking Dead.
There you go. A show I think I mentioned last time. Show I'm getting into is 1883 on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, you did
the
mention
Yellowstone prequel, right?
Which I didn't know that it was when I first started watching it. Didn't no clue that it was because I had known nothing about Yellowstone other than Kevin Costner's in it, and it's about land and whatnot. But
I hear good things. They're both on Paramount Plus. So.
yeah,
I should watch them
1883
at
is
some point.
very good. Faith Hill and who's the main actor? Her husband is country singer
Tim McGraw.
Thank you. Really good actors. Very, very good. Very surprisingly good. Yeah. So if you're into Yellowstone, or if you just like westerns, because it doesn't really have anything to do with Yellowstone.
Less of a western, more of a frontier kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And of course, Sam Elliott. Oh,
And more importantly, Sam Elliott's goddamn glorious bushy mustache.
oh God, he's like.
It gets more glorious and more bushy by the year.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, if anyone currently in Hollywood exemplifies and inhabits the concept of silver fox, it's Sam Elliott for me.
And he's in this. He's got glorious hair. In this. God, it's.
Yeah. That man has
Pierce
been able
Brosnan, who we'll be getting to a little later.
Yeah, that's a good point. He looks pretty good.
Yeah. Speaking of icons, Ivan Reitman died at the age of 75.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, creator and director and writer and producer of a great many nerdy movies, including Ghostbusters.
Yes, he was just the director for that, but yeah.
Right, right. But he also did, I think he executive produced or helped write the newer ones as well. If I
Yeah, he didn't.
He
I
had
don't
a
think
credit on. He had a credit on them somehow. I don't remember.
He got a credit on the most recent one because, like, the script was based on.
right.
So he got a credit in that.
But I think he defaulted to like producer or executive producer only because he has a right to say what his characters are doing.
Sure.
Well, since they had it was based off of his characters.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I was kind of sad. You know, he made some great movies.
He did.
Big long list of movies. So, yeah. So you know,
I hope you got to see the new one.
I did.
No, I hope he got to see the new one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he just died a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm still hoping,
Week
like,
ago.
we don't know what kind of shape he was in.
Oh, true, very true.
It's very possible that maybe he was unable to. But since the movie was basically on hold for almost 2 years because of COVID,
Yeah.
maybe he got an early look at it. I mean, his son is the one that directed it, so
Yeah. Well, son's off to a good start because I really thoroughly enjoyed that movie. It was fun.
I finally watched it. Good.
Just that's it. I guess. Just
all I got.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's good.
Huh.
That's good. It was fun.
Yes, Rob.
Weird feelings about Harold Ramis in the first scene.
You mean Harold Ramis' son
Yeah.
as Harold Ramis?
Is that who it was? Because I also saw news that a different body double was there too, named Bob Gunton.
And I think they used him for the ghost scene.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just like there were like 3 people who played fucking Gozer.
Sure.
Olivia Wilde, some dancer, and then
The Voice.
The Voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like there's 3 people that play the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Pablo Pascal, his stunt double, and then the martial arts fighty guy. And I think he has a stand-in too, but I don't think he wears the armor.
Pedro Pascal.
What did I say?
Pablo.
Oh, sorry.
Which is okay because I figured you meant.
I think I did that once too.
Yeah, because I get that. Like, I absolutely would mix up Pablo Schreiber and Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
I could see myself doing that, so I see how you got there.
Yeah. Going on with the movie theme, our friend Stefan Molnar commented on our
Tech
last...
God Stefan.
Yes. He commented on our last thing about bad comic book movies, and he gave us a list. I'm going to go over this list, and I'm not sure, with the first one, I'm not sure which one he's referring to.
I'm already ready to argue.
You definitely will. I know you will.
Yep.
I disagreed on some of them here. The first one was Judge Dredd. I'm not sure if it's the most recent one or the original one with...
Well, I think if he meant
one.
Dredd, he would have said Dredd, and that one is a fucking masterpiece. Nobody who's seen it hates it. But yeah, Judge Dredd is fun, but it sucks dicks in hell.
And the costumes are designed by Gucci. No. Yeah, Gucci, I think. Designed.
Weird.
Kylo Ren, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't like the recent Dredd movie. Didn't like it.
Are you fucking... Friendship over!
He got so angry he lost consonants.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It was so good.
Bad comic book movies continuing. Red Sonja. Disagree.
It's kind of bad.
Well, it's bad. But like in the 80s, it was fucking legit.
What? Yeah.
Well, when I was 10 and
Fair
I
enough,
saw
fair
it.
enough.
Okay. That's
Well, yeah, that's Brigitte titty reasons.
yeah.
Yeah.
10-year-old
Redhead.
horny bias. Yeah, I get that.
I was all about it.
Tank Girl.
What?
Now, all right.
Okay, those
We're
are
in
fighting words,
Phase
Tech God.
one of catching these hands.
That is
It was
rude.
It was perfectly weird. And,
Yeah.
and encompasses everything 90s.
Malcolm McDowell is the quintessential 90s villain for me.
Sure-
That
sure
movie
was.
that movie is one of them. The other being, of course, Generations.
Yeah. Dick Tracy.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Although, I really liked Al Pacino as the bad guy, and then
Was he was prune face, right?
yes,
Or was he?
He was the main mob boss. He was the mob boss, not prune face. He's pretty much Al Pacino with makeup on, is what it was.
Yeah.
That's every Al Pacino movie.
Heavy makeup.
That's every recent Al Pacino
Well-
movie. Speaking of House of Gucci,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
I never saw it, actually.
I did, but I was really little and I remember nothing about it.
It was bad.
Okay.
And so was the TV
believe
show.
that.
There was a series.
There was, and I watched an episode of it, and I was like, "This is fine," and then I kind of forgot about it.
It was stupid. Return of Swamp Thing with Heather Locklear.
That feels like a gimme.
Yeah, that's not fair.
I feel there's going to be anger in the next one.
If he says Mystery Men, so help me fucking God.
No, Spawn.
Oh yeah, Spawn wasn't very good.
It actually wasn't good.
Like John Leguizamo was very good in Spawn.
Yeah.
Michael Jai White did fine, but the script was
shitty,
terrible.
Yeah.
And they whitewashed a lot of characters who did not need to be whitewashed.
Did. Push. I never saw it.
Oh fuck you! I like that movie. It was fun. I liked it.
Never saw it.
Push. Was that the Chris Evans one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
Jimon
fuck you,
Hansu?
Stefan. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Fucking A, man.
I like it with like coked out Dakota Fanning. I love
absolutely.
it. Yeah. No, I like that movie. That
You should watch it. It's
yeah. You shut your.
I watched Chaos.
Chris Evans has been a lot of fucking comic book characters.
I watched
has-
Chaos Walking yesterday.
Does that put him over then?
Yeah,
I think it does.
Him and Brolin, I think, are tied, or Brolin just wins.
But with Push,
including Push, I did a count of it. I think
Okay.
Brolin is just ahead, because of I think Cable put him over.
Bloodshot. I didn't see it.
It was fine.
Bloodshot. Yeah, that was the last movie you saw before lockdown, wasn't it?
It was, yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
sorry.
yeah.
Flash Gordon is the last one.
The '80s Flash Gordon.
I'm going to assume that's the only one that was made into a movie.
It was a product of its time.
Yeah.
And because of that, there is joy to be had.
I
Is it good? No.
I feel, wasn't it like 79 when that came out? Flash. 1980. So I remember I had the video game for my Atari Flash Gordon video game.
Oh, man.
And it had the exact same cover as like the movie poster.
Dope.
Video game sucked balls.
Of course it did.
That was an Atari game.
3-bit block characters that
3-bit is generous.
Well, it was. I did like Pitfall though. Pitfall was an enjoyable game.
Yeah, there's so many other places you can play Pitfall.
Rage quit that game a lot.
All right. Any others?
No, that was it. That was
Really?
it.
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised by a few of them, but also
Decent list for the most part, though. A couple I got to argue with him on.
For the most part, Stefan, you're right.
all right. We're gonna get to some nerd news, and then we're gonna talk about a lot of trailers.
Oh yeah.
Especially one in particular with some weird guy and traveling through
Nurse practitioner
a
weird.
rainbow of universes.
It's got to be one of the universes, right?
I hope so.
So Dakota Johnson apparently is getting a Spider-Man spinoff movie. She's gonna play Madam Web.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
No, it
not at
doesn't.
all.
She's old.
Other than right.
Madam Web is.
Yes. You know who should have played her if she didn't recently pass? Why am I blanking on her name?
Betty White?
From Arrested Development and Archer.
Oh, Jessica Tandy. No, not
Walters.
Jessica.
Walters.
Jessica Walters.
There it
Jessica
is.
Tandy's been
Yes.
dead for years. I'm sorry.
Her fucking fection.
Yes.
Yeah, that would've been great.
That would have been great casting.
Even looks like her. Ugh.
Maybe they
Yeah.
were like, we can't get her because she's dead. Dakota Johnson.
That's how do you make that leap though?
I don't know. They saw there were. I don't know. If you don't know, familiar with Dakota Johnson, she was in 50 Shades of whatever grade that movies were.
Yep.
So they,
But like you skip over fucking Helen Mirren at the very least.
Kate Blanchett. I mean, just
Kate Blanchett might have been good. Helen
she's-
Hunt, I think, would be an interesting dark horse choice.
Kate Blanchett was already too big in the Marvel Universe,
Oh,
though.
sure.
true. I was just Lord of the Rings was on the other day, so I just thought of her. Sorry.
That's good.
So yeah, so Madam Web makes no sense other than if they're going to go off with this multitude of madness universe multiverse thing, because she could be a key point to that, as we discussed in earlier podcasts.
She may show up or be like
But she's gonna-
or be like an after credit, but I think they're going to try and keep that on the Sony side.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't. I'm with you. I don't understand why, because everybody's gonna be like, "Who the fuck's Madam Web?" I barely remember that.
Not anybody who watched cartoons in the 90s.
Right.
Everyone will know her.
Right, but I mean, to like start off to have a feature film with her would be like without even introducing that character.
It's a choice, all right. I will see where they go with
Yeah.
it.
It's generally the same opinion I have of all the Spider-Verse films right now until they have a Spider-Man. None of these fucking characters make sense.
Unless it's a young Madam Web, but still.
Even that.
It still doesn't make sense.
No.
I mean, Venom they were able to kind of get something with, but
I mean, they can sidestep it with Venom, and I think that works. Morbius, we'll see. Kraven, I think, is absolutely insane, and I don't think that's going to work. But
I'm still interested to see where the fuck Morbius fits into this whole world, because in the trailers it showed both posters of Spider-Man being wanted, and he makes a reference to Venom. But, and with the whole Venom coming over, we're like, oh, now I get it. But then they undid that anyways. Fuck me. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. Madam Web, sure.
Madam Web,
Dakota Johnson. She's not a great actress.
Right, exactly. Yeah, anyways. So, then apparently, and I didn't know this until I read the article, apparently they're remaking Firestarter, the 1980 film movie with Drew Barrymore.
I feel like I've heard that they've been redoing this for years now. Are they actually pulling the trigger on it?
Zac Efron. And I, all it is about, it's like, it came out early 80s. I want to say 83. I could be very wrong about that. And
It was 83 sounds right.
if you haven't seen it, Drew Barrymore is this kid who's held in this mental hospital. Her
84,
dad
yeah.
dropped her off and blah blah blah. Then she is like pyrokinetic and can start shit on fire. It's kind of like a fire version of Scanners.
Yeah, it's got like a
so
whole
she's
ass
able
cast
to
now.
start fires?
She's got
Yes.
a poster.
She
I don't get the title.
she gets angry and then things start on fire. And
Sure.
a very Carrie-esque moment at the end where she's walking away from a building and burning shit. And the
Poster
whole
makes her
thing's
look like she could be Millie Bobby Brown's little sister.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, if the 84 one was very similar to that, just Drew Barrymore and less vivid colors.
Ryan Kira Armstrong.
That's the name of the actress?
Yeah, she was in the Tomorrow War. She played,
Oh, his daughter?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All the 3 seconds, the one that sat on his lap when they were at Christmas party.
Yeah, and then she played young Florence Pugh in Black Widow.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, that's what I have for news, unless you guys have more news.
Yeah, we got clips of some scenes from Batgirl. More specifically, not fucking Batgirl, but fucking Firefly, as played by Brendan Fraser.
That's not who I was expecting you to mention.
Oh?
We also got some scenes of Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Did I miss this?
it was just on Twitter today.
I was going to say, there are stills, but there are also stills of...
A stuntman, it would appear to be.
But there was a behind-the-scenes shot of Brendan Fraser
This
walking
is
away from a fire.
For what?
This is for the Batgirl movie.
Oh.
No.
Look at him playing a couple different characters in the DC multi-universe.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, speaking of the DC, well, Kevin shows me the photos. They also did. We got some moving into clips and staying with the DCU. There was a little DCU upcoming teaser trailer clip thing. We got to see Dr. Fate from Black Adam.
Yep.
A glimpse at him. It's played by Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I was excited to just let him flounder, but okay.
It's not much. It's just him in a jacket with his hands wrapped and being the best chonky boy he's ever been.
So.
Is there a picture of the Keaton Batman?
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think it's Keaton. It looks like it's a stunt double. I'll pull this up next.
Well,
Yeah. This looks great, and I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Keaton Batman.
Firefly is a fascinating villain, too, in my opinion.
Is he? I don't know.
I think so.
I'm very unfamiliar with.
So
They did a Goyle version in Gotham. Whoops, that was my bad.
And they did a version in one of the Arrowverse shows. I don't remember which one. I think it was Flash, but I can't. Firefly.
That's the character's name.
Yeah.
What was in the Spider? No, never mind. Different show.
I think maybe
MCU.
that was Arrow that he was on.
No, I was thinking of in the Spider-Man cartoon with Spider-Man and friends, and it was like him, Iceman, and a made-up new character.
Firestar.
What's interesting is that the pictures also show him with J.K. Simmons as Gordon still,
Yeah.
which is the DCEU Gordon.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we'll see where that goes.
Oh. Anyways.
So Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate.
Know nothing about Black Adam or Dr. Fate or anybody.
Oh. DC is not my strong point, Kevin.
So Black Adam was the primary nemesis of Shazam.
Yep.
Also formerly known as Captain Marvel. He is basically an Egyptian, given the same powers as Shazam.
Huh.
And he's lived for a very, very long time. And he went from being one of DC's biggest baddies to recently being more of an anti-hero type, because that is the trend, is giving every older villain and their mom something of a redemption arc. And so I think that's what they're going with with this is sort of kind of a Venom
Okay.
anti-hero kind of a thing.
Because is Black Adam also an anti-hero?
Well, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, sorry.
In the comics recently, he has been something of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Fate is the DC Doctor Strange. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He just has a way cooler fucking helmet.
He does. That's true.
And it looks tight in this trailer.
It does. As far as where he falls on the hero-villain spectrum,
Yeah.
like he's surprisingly neutral.
Yeah, he protects the universe, and sometimes that puts him in different sides.
Yeah.
Right. And speaking of Black Adam, I've seen him.
Yeah.
I've seen him. Okay.
He was briefly featured in the Constantine show.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Speaking of
Dr.
Black
Fate
Adam
Oh, yeah.
and the superb owl, I'm not going to lie. One of my favorite parts of that whole show was when The Rock came out, and the fact that there's Dwayne, there's a very distinct difference between Dwayne Johnson and The Rock. Like he was when he was there, he was The Rock. You know, he just has a different. I can't explain it. It's like
His demeanor absolutely changes.
Yeah, absolutely. And so he was clearly doing The Rock because people want to see The Rock.
Was this for a commercial?
No, it's for the opening of the Superb Owl.
Oh.
The very opening, he had a mic. He's standing there in his glorious buffness and this beautiful red outfit he was wearing, and fucking he just does The Rock fucking eyebrow right away. And you're like, oh shit, we're about to get The Rock. Oh damn. And he was The Rock.
Sure.
And it was it's very impressive to me when performers can do that kind of transformation. And it seems like there's it was cool. And it was fun to watch because you rarely get to see him be The Rock unless you watch WWE and you watch every big super. What do they have? The WrestleMania, and he shows up and does his rockness, and then gets his $5 million paycheck, and then walks away.
It's really true. That's how he shows up at the WWE anymore. It's great.
But I don't necessarily. I think he's one of the few that have been able to break contract and not have to be obligated to show up. I think he's just kind of.
Well, yeah, I feel like every time he shows up, he just basically flips the bird to McMahon and does whatever the fuck he wants, leaves when he fucking wants, because he knows that the last 25, almost 30 years of WWE, the reason it became so popular in the last 30 years was him. Him and Austin.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. Give credit where credit is due. The Raw era was huge.
It
was also very bad.
The Attitude Era is what
Attitude Era
is what what it's officially called. And I was a big Kane guy.
Yeah,
loved
that's
Kane.
fair.
Loved Kane.
I get that.
Kane was my boy. I had a couple different action figures of that guy.
Nice.
Loved him. This guy rocks.
Even though I was a big, huge WCW fan at the time, Stone Cold was my. I don't know. He was fresh, and it was kind of fun to watch a guy flip people off and then fucking chug beers at the end of it.
And then in real life, he's an unreasonably whimsically good boy.
He really is. Yeah. In real life, Steve Austin is just a gem of a human, and I love that.
There was also a short series on where they had it was an MTV series and I forget what the name of it was, but it was hosted by Stone Cold Steve Austin, where they'd have people become try out to be WWE.
The next,
no, before next.
It was before the next superstar.
Is that what Tough Enough? Was it Tough Enough?
Yes, it was Tough Enough.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel that's where like we got Miz, and then for a short time we got some really beautiful brunette who won the first season, Rochelle. I want to say her name was Rochelle. I don't know. Anyways, I was in love with her. But the way he talks to wrestlers that are up and coming and how he's very brutally honest with them about the profession. And like, this will fuck you up. I did this. I did that. You think you're in pain now? I shit my pants in front of 50,000 million people. So whatever, you know.
Oh, speaking of. If you haven't,
Story time.
No. Jesus, way to blow out your mic.
Sorry.
No, not me, obviously. I don't know if I talked about this on the
Give him a minute. Let him finish.
I don't know if I talked about this. No, I'm not going to give him a minute. I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast or not, but heels.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes. So, and there's a part where one of the famous kind of old school wrestlers totally shits his pants.
Nice.
There was a few wrestlers who've done that.
Yeah, played by I don't know, the angry faced man who's in a ton of shit.
Cool.
He was in The Office and a bunch of shows and movies.
Sure.
You were a big
No, he wasn't in The Office. That's the guy who played. Or maybe he was. Holy shit!
Is this True Blood? The True Blood guy?
Yes, the True Blood guy.
Yeah.
I often get him and the guy who played Champ in Anchorman very confused because they're written in the exact same font.
Since you're a big fan of Kane, there's a new episode or a new show, newish show where this guy goes around and he's a big collector of antiquities of nerdy things. But more specifically, the show is sanctioned by the WWE, and he goes and he finds people's actual things. Like he found Mankind's original mask and an original shirt that he wore, you know, and blah, blah, blah. And like they bring out the superstars to confirm or deny if this was actually their stuff. And the Kane one's pretty cool. They find one of his original masks, and it's pretty, it's fun. It's cool to see them like reminisce about stuff. The Undertaker one's pretty cool too. He talks about his jackets and like gets teary-eyed about some of his stuff, and it's...
Kane is a governor or congressman or something like that.
He's a mayor.
He's in politics now and very Republican and kind of a dick. But I try not to pay attention to that. I stick with the Kane thing, and him and Undertaker are heavy quotation mark brothers, and that was cool.
I liked the Dudley Boys.
I can't remember.
But truly, I did.
I can't remember if it was Hawk or Animal. But one of them held the weightlifting record at my old high school for a very long time.
Oh,
really? Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
I think it was Hawk because Hawk was actually from here.
Yep, but it was
probably before the steroids.
Probably the beginning of the steroids. I'm not gonna.
Because you see them now, they are. Oh, I think one of them's dead, but the other one is very, very skinny.
Hawk and Animal, I believe. Yeah.
So moving on, we got a Cheaper by the Dozen trailer.
We did
With
Zach Braff and Gabby
Braff and
Union.
Gabrielle Union, which is a pair.
Yeah, I'm a fan of both.
Same.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing sort of a blended family thing, which I dig. I dig that idea versus like just one woman pumping 10 children out of her vagina.
Yeah, they're doing kind of an advanced Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fun. It looks entertaining. I don't know that I'll go out and see it in the movie theater. I'll wait for it to come to streaming service, but
It's
I mean, no Tom Welling. I'm not sold yet.
fair enough. We got a Jurassic World trailer where they're bringing back all the
there's an
original.
OG 3 shot, and it was glorious.
It was. Talk to me, champ.
We're fighting. I'm just going to say preemptively, we're probably
I
fighting.
never saw the second one.
It was
The second Jurassic World.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
of the new set.
Yeah,
I didn't see the
Jurassic
second.
World. Fallen
all you're
Kingdom.
missing is that some rich snobby people went and collected some of them from the island that when they were all safe and brought them to the United States, and then they all escaped.
Yeah.
And that's why now in this new one you see them.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that. I'll probably see it right before I see the next one.
It just
and I'm only seeing the next one because the original three are in it.
Same.
right. my problem with this saga that continues to go and go and go and go. In no way has the dinosaurs, these recreated dinosaurs, ever been good. There's no good story that surrounds it. They haven't been a creation that was like, oh my God, I'm so glad we brought them back. And we've learned new things about medicine in prehistoric times. No, they've been nothing but a problem. Eat tons of people and do all this other bad stuff. Nuke the fucking island. Then you would be done with the problem. And now they're in America. And
nuke the fucking America.
No, you don't got to. We have Apaches and shit like that. You can just shoot the fuck out of them and destroy them. And who the fuck cares? Maybe leave the Plant Eater ones because they're pretty dope. They're pretty cool. They seem pretty docile. You could raise them, pet them, whatever. Because strange people in the United States would fucking do that.
How you doing there, Nick?
So
question. I just want them to die.
So all stories are based off of three things, right?
Correct.
Character, plot,
Yep.
setting.
Yep.
And these three things are held together by a glue that is called conflict.
Correct.
So if we did a nice sunshiny story about the dinosaurs where everything goes right and Sean Bean has a fine day and doesn't die, it's an ice cream cone and a kitten. What would this movie be about then?
We wouldn't have it because I don't need them to be happy, but I'm just saying that none of them have ended well. And how do we think this one's going to end?
Probably
with
bad.
another bad thing. Tons of people eaten, and what I really want to see is the dinosaurs just get destroyed at the end of this movie by mankind. We don't need any more fucking Jurassic Park movies or Jurassic World or Jurassic Universe.
I'm not going to argue with that. I haven't seen the last one.
His first take was better.
It was, but
but we can't.
I'll make that statement later.
we're trying to avoid the spoilers.
The next one's going to be, since we're at World, next one's going to be fucking dinosaurs in space. They're going to launch them into space, put them on the fucking moon.
We had that. It was called Doctor Who, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Then they're going to rip off Doctor Who and put them in space, and I'm going to be even more angry about dinosaurs in space. And this is coming from a guy who loved the first movie and kind of the second one, whatever. But yeah, I want them to end and stop. Much as like I want the Fast and Furious franchise to go away. I was annoyed.
No, keep going. We're just providing a soundtrack.
I was annoyed. Speaking of the soundtrack, I was annoyed that they tried to do the Star Wars music to this one. The really cool in the last one where they had the cool rise and then the big.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They tried to do it with the theme song for this movie and it fucking sucked balls. It did not work. John Williams is a brilliant man, but this time it did not work.
I also don't think he's writing the music this time.
Probably
I think
not.
he's officially retired at this point.
And if he retires, I would really love if Ludwig Göransson would just pick up the official Star Wars helm.
Yeah.
He's the one who does the music for Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian, and he fucking crushes it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God,
So the speaking of, have you watched the Orville season 3 trailer?
Yes.
That sure was Star Wars and not at all Star Trekky in homage factor.
Yeah.
That was Star Wars as fuck.
Right. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, wait, did this?
It's like even the music.
Yeah, I'm
was
like-
super Star Warsy.
Oh yeah. I'm like, did this happen in the last episode? Oh no, this is the trailer. I had to watch it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super Star Warsy.
It was violently Star Warsy.
And I loved every second of it, and I can't wait for season 3.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Rob?
I didn't actually watch the trailer yet.
No, it's fine. You should watch it.
I wasn't aware there was a trailer, actually. I just knew that there were, like, stills. I thought they were just stills.
Nope,
but-
the full-on trailer.
I think that's in our save
It didn't
group.
give you much. It was
Missed it.
mostly just the space battle, but
Yeah, it's in our save.
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry.
That's right. So Jurassic World,
yeah, we
Jurassic World
We moved on
Dominion.
from that.
Hey, yeah, just the old grizzled Sam.
and this is. Excuse me again. If you wanted to talk about this last time, but I wanted to see if there's going to be a little bit more, and there was. Luckily, a little bit more that came out about it. The Adam Project. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I finally watched the trailer of that.
Yeah,
It looks fun.
yeah, it does.
It is the sequel to 13 going on 30 I've always wanted.
Yes, you're not wrong. And it looks enjoyable, and
And he's got a lightsaber, and
right. Why we don't know, but it's cool. I very much will see this movie, and it's got pretty much anybody he's been in a movie with in it. So star-studded cast.
Yeah,
and the Adam project.
Zoe Saldana was the female lead beside him, correct? Yeah.
Yep. She has a delightful Twitter, by the way, of Gamora coming off a set and stuff, because apparently I think she's just trying to like eat more healthy, and so she has this when she comes into her trailer and she's got all the Gamora makeup on, and she's like Gamora at snack time, and like all of her makeup people are eating like cupcakes and donuts and cookies, and then they hand her like a bowl of like sliced apples, and she's just like, I want a cookie.
She actually did a production shot in costume, because she does that. She loves giving us snippets like that, and she runs it by them first. But apparently there was something in the background of one of her photos that Disney was like, alert, alert, alert. So she had to take it down and edit it and repost it.
Right. She has a fun Instagram.
Speaking of Zoe Saldana,
Star
Trek 4.
Yeah, that was a nice little.
Yeah.
I wish everybody else could have seen that little wonderful interpretive
dance. Yeah,
interpretive hand movement.
Visual gag on an audio podcast.
You're welcome, folks.
I'm excited. Matt Shackman, I think his name is going to be the director of this one.
Oh, sure, yeah.
He directed all of WandaVision.
Yeah.
A healthy amount of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right.
And then a handful of episodes of Game of Thrones, The Great.
I'm going to go ahead and ignore the part about Always
Sunny in Philadelphia, baby.
I'm going to ignore that and just go WandaVision.
Please put Danny DeVito in this movie somewhere as anything. I don't care.
As the new...
As the new Chekhov.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's just offensive.
Or he could play the older, what's Scotty's little buddy's name?
Targeting these Romulan assholes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do nuclear vessels. It'll be fine.
Yeah, be great.
Cut. Good job, Danny.
So
Thanks, Danny.
They just announced that they're going to do it. I don't think they have a script yet. Or
No.
It's just in development, but everyone signed on.
Do they
almost
say
everyone.
anything about replacing Chekhov or having a thing for him?
Nothing yet.
Nothing.
I mean, they had a thing for him at the end of
They did.
of Beyond,
But I mean, like the actual in-universe character.
I don't know. Chekhov was kind of on and off the ship quite a bit in at the beginning of season 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could certainly say he's off doing stuff.
Or that he was left in. There was a war and the ship got blown up.
No, you don't want to kill him. I know it's a different timeline, but still. I mean, he could be reassigned and have. I mean, I wouldn't. Sophia. What's her face? The white skinned alien from Beyond.
Oh, sure. I can't think of the actress's name
Her
either.
replacement would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, he was tactical. So
Yeah, that's true.
and otherwise, if they recast him, they recast him.
But
He was perfect. But Anton was perfect. So
He was.
What can you do?
Right.
Yeah.
Sad that he's unfortunately not going to be able to be a part of it. Very sad. Sad panda. Huh. Do we have any other
Should we get to the meat and
trailers? I don't know if we have any other trailers to talk about, do we?
I think there's one.
Is there?
Yeah.
No.
One small trailer.
No tiny one?
Just a little trailer.
Oh, that's right. They got a new Doctor Strange one.
Yeah.
There it is.
I was gonna say Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No, that's a good point.
No, I was just kidding. But there was a new Moon Knight 30-second thing. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
When we get an actual trailer, we'll have more to say. But let's get to Doctor Strange. God damn it!
His fucking cape made a little moon shape. Anyways,
All right. Fucking A, man.
Are we just gonna do a little? Are we gonna do a little foreplay first, or are we gonna go right for the nut shot?
Let's go right for the nut shot. Professor X was in it. We think.
Patrick Stewart was in it. Let's not jump.
It's got to be the Illuminati.
Fucking WandaVision has ruined me.
I know.
And I know you said the same thing
Ralph
too.
Boner, man.
But if this was the way to bring them in, this would be a way to do it because it's a different universe. They could use these characters and even the same actors and say it's a different universe, so we can do whatever the fuck we want. So fuck you, Fox.
I'll believe it when I see it.
The only weird thing is that they would bring in Professor X now, while he's old, when it's clearly the Illuminati Professor X,
correct,
who was a huge dickhead and kind of in the prime of his game. So that's an interesting
choice.
It is an interesting choice. And the Marvel Illuminati Also, Iron Man was on it.
Correct.
As was Doctor Strange, but
Correct.
clearly Mordo is in his place
Correct.
in the Illuminati because you can see him walking across the thing as he's
Right.
approaching. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to remember who else was on the fucking. It's all the smart people. Reed Richards.
Reed Richards was part of it. Black Panther.
Namor. Fucking Namor.
Yep, Namor.
Give me Namor.
And Black Bolt. So there has been a rumor that Anson Mount is returning to the MCU as Black Bolt in another fashion.
Oh, sure.
So he might show up on the Illuminati. We'll see.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, Space
Would be.
Daddy.
I'm resisting every urge in my body to go to the IMDb page for this movie to see if there's casting. So don't do it and don't tell me.
They're pretty good about keeping that under and Marvel Disney itself will go to IMDb and be like, you cannot post this shit yet, which is why. Even for Star Trek, Khan for the longest time on the IMDb page was listed as whatever is
For years after. He was
I don't know if it
Harrison.
was years, but he was listed as Harrison for a long time.
Right.
But yeah, Professor X, Reed Richards, Namor, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, and Iron Man.
Okay. Which I read some article somewhere and I forgot to see who had posted it because I didn't really care for it after I read like 3 lines of it, and it was that there was this. If you look closely, there's a sneak. The Tom Cruise Iron Man is in and I was like, no.
There's a superior Iron Man. We believe maybe.
I think it's Photon.
I hope it's Photon because you see a little Captain Marvel-esque person in the trailer.
You do, and I think it's her. I don't think it's Superior Iron Man. Maybe they've they've used powers and different looks for characters as red herrings all the time. That's how they love to fuck with us.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some Ultron-looking robot things.
Oh yeah,
Ultron Iron Man-esque
serving
looking.
at the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So that could be why we will get a different universe as Tony Stark.
Right.
Possibly played by Tom Cruise. Who knows?
If it is,
God, I hope not.
I would hate it and love it at the same time.
I would 1,000% hate it. I would not accept it. I would be angry.
It would be funny.
It would be the ruining.
But what if they get to that shot and there's fucking Robert Downey Jr. going, "What up?"
That would be great.
People would start stabbing each other. They wouldn't be able to just to handle it.
You're right. They absolutely. Yeah, we got a lot in this fucking trailer. They packed a lot.
Good looking America Chavez.
Yep. You want to know who else who might be on that panel?
Oh.
Carter.
Peggy Carter.
Oh, she is gonna be in it for sure because her shield is in one of the shards on the poster.
Right.
Another person said they see a Deadpool thing in one of them. I think they're fucking insane, and that's a stretch, and that's wishful thinking. It is literally a dot. Calm down.
Right. Yeah, but it's for people who don't know, it's the Peggy Carter from What If.
Yes, it's the Captain Carter.
Captain Carter.
That's actually the other shirt I was thinking about wearing today, but I think I left that one at Sabres. But I got my Loki one on.
I got my Spaceballs the T-shirt on. Rob, you suck.
Fuck you.
Rob has got a hairy chest. That's what he's got. I don't know if you have a T-shirt underneath the long sleeve shirt.
That's also not true.
Yeah, it's not very hairy.
No, it's not very hairy. You look like an 18-year-old.
I think I might have the hairiest chest.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least all the colors still in my
So
hair.
Doctor Strange, you can kill him if you want to. I will not care.
Not a lot of gray.
Oh, really? Not in the chest?
hair. No, it's all up top.
all up top?
I'm not a gray bush yet. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Jeez, shit.
It was. I wanted to be like, that's because you shave out, anyways. Not that I would know that, but
Yeah, I would if my manscaper didn't fucking break after 2 or 3 charges. Don't buy the fucking lawnmower by Manscaped. The thing fucking sucks. It breaks so quick.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
It fucking sucks.
Don't
buy it.
I have a beard trim that I've had for fucking long
Shark Tank ass bitches.
long ass time. So, Doctor Strange.
So Doctor Strange.
Speaking of strange
This
things,
is not my nerd grab.
we get 2 Wandas. Looks like it's the current Wanda and a possible vision or universe of Wanda that attacked the Illuminati.
and fucking 4 Doctor Stranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
We got the normal one. We got the psychotic one. We have like a really gnarly one, and then we have a zombie looking one. Oh yeah.
Don't forget
the gnarly one. The gnarly one might be the psychotic one.
And nurse practitioner weird.
Which I'm hoping is Defender Strange. Which is why he doesn't go by doctor, because he only got his nurse practitioner degree. He can still sign prescriptions though.
Right, when we talked about that before with the ponytail.
Yeah. Gotta have that bouncy ponytail for all the doctors because he's just a nurse practitioner.
That's pretty much a doctor.
Keeps it fun and flirty.
Scrubs ever taught me anything, it taught you that nurse practitioners are pretty much fucking doctors. And if you've ever been to the fucking hospital or the emergency room, you don't see the doctor but 2 seconds. You get the nurse practitioner and the attending, and that's about all you see. And then the doctor will come in for 2 seconds and go, yep, and then leave. And then you pay him $30,000. So fuck you, doctors.
It's a pretty sweet life.
Right? I'm sorry. I didn't really mean fuck you, doctors, but... Anyways.
Yeah, you know who needs to get taken down a peg over the last 2 years? Doctors.
It must be nice getting all that credit for other people's work.
Yikes. So Doctor Strange.
Speaking of doctors... Sorry, it was purely for humor. I didn't really, not really shitting on doctors, just purely for humor.
Just robbed all over that one, didn't you?
I sure did, because I wanted to make sure that we don't get hate mail about fucking doctors. Why'd you shit on doctors? Well, it wasn't really. It's called a joke, anyways.
Because he asked me to, and he likes it weird.
Harder, Daddy.
Oh yeah,
harder, Dr. Daddy.
So yeah, people have been looking at the poster. There's shards of glass everywhere that have different reflections.
Yeah,
they're great. The trailer's got fuck. You got to watch it like 90,000 times just to see.
It's the Raimiest.
Oh, it sure is. I'm so excited about this.
Right.
Raimi is going to knock it out of the park once the fuck again.
Yep. I got it, and I'm excited to see. I mean, obviously they're going into phase 26 or whatever phase they're in now, and I'm
in the midst of 4.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah,
because we have this, and then we'll have Ant-Man and the
Quantumania.
Quantumania, which is kind of close to the multiverse, sort of, kind of. In a different scale.
I honestly think everything's going to be touching on the multiverse for a little while.
I hope so, because it allows them to change things if they wanted to change them, or blank slate things like they did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spoilers. And I love that. I love that they can do that. I hope they don't do it to like some of the good stories that they've had. I don't think they've really had any bad ones, but obviously this is also. I hope they don't do this. I hope Thor: Love and Thunder isn't a different universe. I hope it's clearly the same universe we're used to Thor, but
yeah.
I hope they don't get what's Natalie Portman's character? What's her name?
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster. I hope they don't pull Jane Foster from a different universe, and that's how we get female Thor. I hope she literally inherits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
no idea, but
no, right, correct. We don't know yet, but. I hope that's not what they do, because I think that would be...
I have a feeling that both Thor and Guardians are going to be palate cleansers.
Yeah, good point.
Fun action romps
right.
to...
a piece of cheese in between the glasses of wine.
Yeah. Just to get away from all this multiversal heavy drama.
Good point.
And I'm wondering where the closer of Phase 4 is supposed to be, because there's been a few movies now. And Doctor Strange seems like a good, climax, or at least pre-climax.
Full of pre-cum.
Yeah,
yep.
But it always ends with a group movie. But we haven't.
Do you think that they're turning Doctor Strange into the new Tony Stark? Not legitimately, but the Tony Stark was in everyone and kind of the foundation of all that.
Now sort of as the base. No,
the base
I don't
of
think so.
Phase 4. No,
I think.
A starting point, maybe?
That's a fair question, though, because...
I mean, one
Wong is...
the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, is the Sorcerer Supreme. So, not necessarily Strange, but perhaps Kamar-Taj or the Sorcerers kind of feel like the base of operations right now. I don't disagree with you on that idea.
To me, Wong is like Pepper Potts after she took over Stark Industries.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's
large
much better
and
than
in
that.
charge and running everything, while Tony got to go out and gallivant and do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Well, and it does kind of seem like Strange is kind of the new supplier, like Tony was. I mean, Peter Parker was supposed to be like the face of the Avengers,
Right.
But then that kind of got reworked,
Yeah, the band's getting back together, folks. The band will get back together.
supposedly.
Maybe in a new fashion.
But Ta Lo was there. We got some good shots of Ta Lo from Shang-Chi
Sure did. That was awesome.
getting blown up and shit.
Yeah. Will Shang-Chi be in this movie?
I don't know. It's chock full, but god damn it, why not?
And we're gonna.
I mean, they certainly made it seem like that at the end of Shang-Chi, that it would be in the next Doctor Strange movie. There's a lot of fucking people in this movie.
And Shang-Chi's got a sequel too, so we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that official?
I think so.
I think it's in the works. Like they like, yep, we're definitely going to do a sequel.
I'm sure it'll be a Phase 5 thing, but
Yeah.
Sure.
Real quick, I did want to. Speaking of gods and stuff, our predictions for Arnold being Zeus, we were all wrong.
you're all wrong.
It was for a fucking electric car.
Yep.
Stupid. Anyway,
Selma Hayek is hair, though.
yeah, perfect. She's still. Oh God, she's still got it going on. Just saying, I've had a crush on Selma Hayek for a long time.
That's fair.
Still does it for me. I don't even care.
Yeah,
Same.
So Doctor Strange, there's so much in that.
There's so much that it could honestly be its own episode. Wanda, both the WandaVision Happy Housewife Wanda and then Scarlet Witch Wanda, like excellent looking. Love
That's
it.
enough. I was just talking to somebody about this at work yesterday about he was not happy. He was like, well, I don't get like this whole Wanda thing and blah, blah. I said, did you read the comics? I said, back in the day, fucking Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch fucked some shit up together. Like they were the super tag team powerhouse that fucked some shit up. And I hope, oh God, I hope they get to see that because
We'll see.
and like he didn't like we were talking about mainly that they officially accepted that there's sorcery and witchcraft and there are witches and wizards in the universe versus just saying you're a mutant or you're a altered person. They acknowledge the fact that there are wizards. Enhanced,
I believe is the term they originally used for
Correct.
Quicksilver and
right?
Wanda.
Because then he was like, well, what would be her brother? I said, it's just he wasn't enhanced. He'd always had it in him. It's just whatever they did to him increased that ability.
Like brought it out.
right.
He's fast and she's weird.
Right. Guy, like I gave him the Deadpool thing. I said they just need to give him the whatever brought it out. They had to give him a bunch of torture to bring that out. And I said I think that's kind of the same concept. Whatever they did to them brought out what was already inherently in them. Mm-hmm. So there we go, kids,
Yeah.
folks.
It looks good. Can't wait.
Looks so good. I'm probably gonna have to see it. God, they're gonna get so much money from me.
Sounds right.
I see it a lot in the movie theater. I'm not even gonna lie a little bit. Anyways, get to Nerd Grabs, or is there anything else?
Yeah, let's get to Nerd Grabs.
Nerd grabs.
Nerd Grabs. Who wants to go? Let's go.
I got an Eye of Agamotto from
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. It's really cool. You push a button, it rotates and opens, and there's a glowing green gem inside. And
Tell me about the cool part about the gem, Kevin.
so the unit charges the gem.
Unit.
Jesus fucking Christ! So you can eject the gem, and it still stays lit.
That's fucking awesome.
And not as brightly, but it still stays lit, and then you can plug it back in, and
That's fucking cool.
you just wind the thing up, and it's chunky, but it's really cool, and I plan on wearing it to Doctor Strange 2.
Chunky
and then
unit.
Rob, who was at the Arizona Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. Yeah, go ahead. I'm kidding.
But it's my nerd grab.
Yes, it is.
Got me something while he was there. A fleur-de-lis, kind of blue brocade looking, totally face mask. That's it. Codpiece for my junk while I'm at Fest, and I need to secure the kind of badge that's on it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I might even see if I can screw it in.
Is it currently sewn on?
No, it's glued. But I'm gonna see what I can do about
Or just get some thread?
something like that. Well, I mean this cup piece is hoard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be difficult to get a needle through there, but I might be able to. Like, I don't care if there's a bolt on the front. I might try and
Gotcha.
Yeah, paint it in and
bolt
whatever.
it down, and
It looks very cool.
So when I bought it, I grabbed it off the shelf and we just tucked it in a bag for the rest of the day. And when we got off the plane, we're sorting through stuff, and we just put it in one of our carry-ons.
Sure.
So took it out, and the badge actually fell off. So I did re-glue it just slightly, but yeah, you'll want to think about maybe strengthening up whatever gets put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I mean,
It's super cool.
for cod pieces, I understand that they were supposed to be like a fashion statement, but I've never been a fan of cod pieces ever in my life.
I've never really worn one because it's none of my characters are really cod piece characters, but Porthos.
Yeah.
Porthos is a cod piece character, so I'm
Yes.
gonna run it by, make sure that she's okay with me wearing it.
Sure.
Our costume rep, but
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be okay with it and rock it. I don't think I'm gonna wear it all the time.
No, this is a
Special occasions.
Cold
this
days.
is.
Keep his junk warm. What?
I can't make a better joke after that.
I'm surprised you didn't make that joke. Not that
I was going to say Labor Day. When you do your pirate Porthos,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's the day to wear it, I think.
Yeah.
But sure, yeah, keep his junk warm.
fancy occasion
Yeah,
Porthos.
I save Pirate Porthos usually for the hottest days of the year, whatever days
Yeah.
they may land on.
Probably not for the children's feast.
I was just thinking, you know what? The children's feast is perfect. Here it is, kids.
There's a magical prize inside. Candy.
You know, I kind of wish we could. God, Nick. I kind of wish we could do the regular Feast of Fantasy because it would be perfect for that.
Didn't you?
No, we just did the children's one. And we were, and it was fun. We were goofy and
And it was inside Bad Manor?
yeah.
I
It's
guess
something new they started doing. And
Right. I saw the photos, and apparently I didn't pay attention to it in the background. I thought you guys were at Feast of Fantasy.
No, it's the kids
Oh,
one.
okay. All right. That makes sense. That makes way
And
more
it's because they have the Feast of Fantasy pretty well locked down, but with the kids one, they're like all of our jokes are too scumbaggy. We need some extra help on this, and so that's what they brought all of us in for.
There you go. Yeah, there's a certain flow to the Feast of Fantasy that even if I've been to it many times, and it's the same fucking song and dance every single time.
Yeah.
This slight, as we know, improv can happen on a fly, and that sometimes that clearly does happen. But otherwise, it's the same shtick every time.
Yeah.
And you know not to sit in a certain seat because if you do, you're going to get picked. So avoid that seat like the fucking plague. So, anyways, yeah. It's very cool.
That's cool. That's all I got until a very special package arrives on Tuesday of next week, so I'll have that for the next one.
Yeah, all our gifts are about packages, man.
I know.
You're going to save the packaging on your toss?
No.
Okay. I suppose Rob's going to talk about Arizona Fest, so I'm going to go next because I feel he's going to last like 90 minutes with this story.
He's not even knowing. He's like, and
I just want to hear 5 more wildly over the line jokes from Nick.
Please.
oh, like the kids one. Got it.
Yeah, like the kids one.
I thought you were making fun of you. I was like, okay.
Whatever. I don't.
What do you got?
First thing is I finally got I've talked about this before, but I finally got my X-Wing blank pilot helmet.
It's cool.
I started putting Sharpie on it. Not Sharpie, but dry erase, kind of sketching out how I want to design it.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's where the line is.
I just thought it had like a pre-paint job and it looked like shit.
No, that's me and dry erase marker because I was
That
like,
makes way more sense.
right, so I can kind of look at how I want to design it.
Yeah. And you can sketch it out, and it rubs off pretty quick.
Right.
Still not sure about that.
In case you didn't get that,
thank
that
you,
was my
Siri.
Siri saying,
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know
That's
why
amazing.
that came out, but maybe she thought I said Sharpie when I said Sharpie. Anyways, it's very well built. Better than the Hasbro one's comfortable.
Very sturdy. It's a tall boy though.
It is, but I compared it to my wedge one downstairs. It's the exact same size.
Is it? Cool.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, exact same size.
The wedge one's just tall.
The visor goes up and down, which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is what I really wanted. It. The chin strap is actually comfortable. All the earpieces, everything is comfortable to wear.
Yeah, it doesn't squeeze your head too much.
No.
And I've got a fucking big ass noggin.
Yeah, it's very.
You got a
comfortable.
melon up there,
I
my
do.
friend.
So I got that. My other thing before I get to the thing that Kevin got me, I just found out yesterday, and I don't know if you guys know who this is, but I'm going to tell you anyways and see if you know who he is. I got invited to a bachelor party, which isn't until August, of a work friend of mine. He's like, you guys are got to come with us, and it'll be fucking great. We're going to go up to this cabin for a weekend. He showed us his monster cabin that his brother got for him. And somebody very cool is going to be there. Clint Romachet. No? Anybody?
Nope.
Medal of Honor winner.
Oh, cool.
The movie Outpost was based on what he did.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Although they hate the fact that that movie was made because they didn't sanction it.
Sure.
Right. This is based off the book. The book is way better, and
Isn't it always?
there's a series on Netflix called Medal of Honor. Look up Clint Romachet, see what he did. It's fucking amazing.
Okay, what about the video game? I'm just kidding.
That's funny. That's good.
Thank you.
So he's going to be there because apparently the guy that I work with, his brother, is his battle buddy from fucking the Outpost and all that shit. Like his name is. There's an actor that played his brother, and I'm like, what? How come you never told me this? He's like, oh, I didn't fucking mention it. Why does it matter? But that is for me. As you all know, I love fucking military history. I love reading about stories like that, and especially this is a guy who won the Medal of Honor. Very few people have won that, and oh fuck, dude. I'm super excited about this. And apparently, according to my buddy, he's like, yeah, he's super down to earth. He's super cool. I said, I might fanboy a little bit.
That means strippers and cocaine.
Nice.
Probably.
I'm going to start my own bachelor party with blackjack and hookers. Oh, shit. We should talk about that, too.
To my name. So it's nerdy in the fact that in terms of my nerdiness for military history and knowing who this guy is and knowing his story and knowing what he did just blows my fucking mind. So I'm excited about that. And then Kevin got me something for my birthday because my birthday has actually happened after this episode is aired.
Oh, cool.
Before this episode is aired.
Have you opened it yet?
No, I have not. This is a blind opening of what Kevin got me.
It's an unboxing. We're also an unboxing show now.
It's an unbagging, technically.
Yeah, I got him a giant, ridiculous Christmas bag, and it definitely wasn't because I wanted it out of my house. But the shirt is legit.
Don't worry.
I bought specifically for you.
My housemate loves Christmas bags and repurposing them.
Perfect.
So, exactly.
Love it.
I love that it's a hot topic.
Right?
It's a Harley Quinn shirt. It's fucking awesome.
There's a backside, too, yeah.
This is like that.
All right, I can't actually see the front side, though.
Oh,
so.
that's right.
It is a very cute Margot Robbie Harley Quinn from
it sure
the second
is.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Sure is. I wish there was one. I wish it was showing her arm tattoo like my. I got this shirt to match my tattoo.
I wasn't sure what size you are. I just got the largest because it's Hot Topic, so they run a little snug.
Oh no, perfect size. Perfect size. That's what I wear. No, I really love this. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Harley Quinn T-shirt. That's super cool. And I got a sparkly Christmas bag.
Yeah, you did.
I think that's it. Oh, I'm going to be when this episode is airing. I'll be sitting on a beach in Jamaica. So
Cool.
For your birthday?
Yeah, I'll be there for my birthday.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
Robin, David, Emilio, Holiday. Would you like to go next?
Yes, but first explain where you got those middle names.
They're just what left my mouth.
Okay.
It floats so smoothly.
It was almost as if it was real. It is not, but like
Robin and Dale? No.
that was impressive. Sean has one for me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Robin Patrick Mulcahy Beveridge Holiday the Third.
Well, that works.
None of that's true.
No.
Okay, two of those are true.
I'm surprised he doesn't throw an Esquire at the end there.
He may as well at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I went on a little quick trip to Arizona.
Did you stop at a quick trip?
No. They don't have them down there. They have Circle Ks.
Could have gone.
Lots of Circle Ks.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, went down to Arizona. It was dry as shit because it's the desert.
It's a good heat.
Yeah, I want to be clear. Someone said the words cold sun and hot sun to me, and my brain nearly fell out of its head. It fell out of my skull. Like, someone said that, and I'm like, it's not a real thing. That's not Not how the sun works. That's. Meanwhile, over here, I'm just like, there are 5 different types of snow.
It's true.
And especially while the Olympics have been going on, everyone's complaining about the snow. Meanwhile, Minnesotans watch it and go, "Oh yeah, we know what that is. That's the bad driving snow. You don't want that."
Wasn't the last time the Super Bowl was here? Was that last year? The year before?
52, so 4 years. It's been 4 years.
Oh, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Right.
It was holy shit cold. I
Yeah.
feel like I remember being holy shit
It
cold.
was. And even Adina Menzel was like, after she sang that song from Frozen outside, she was like, when she said the cold never bothered us anyways, the very last line, then she finished it with, "They've never been to Minnesota."
First of all, her name is Adele Dazeem. So.
Correct.
Anyway, continue. Cold sun.
Anyways, yeah, we were in line for the festival and we were chatting up with a line pal and she was talking about born and bred Arizonan and was like, yeah, there's a cold sun and a hot sun. And I'm just like, bullshit. No. It's not a thing. But we have 5 different types of snow. Promise. I understand. So Arizona Renaissance Festival, beautiful show. Love it. It's obviously it's covered in sand because it's a fucking desert. But
It's in Tatooine. It's on Tatooine.
no.
Jakku. It's on Jakku.
Okay.
There you go.
Hate
There you
sand.
go, there you go.
Fucking course.
Tatooine was, of course,
everywhere.
Tunisia. So,
I go to the Tunisian Renaissance Festival.
I would too, weirdly.
Be kind of cool.
Also, no, it would not. It would not be cool at all.
It definitely would be a hot sun.
Yeah. Fuck you. So went to the Minnesota. Fuck me. Arizona Renaissance Festival. Saw a bunch of shows. A lot of the ones that we have up here down there, of course. Zilch, the Tory Stellar.
Yep.
Washing Well Wenches, of course. They have Twig.
Oh yeah, she went down there.
Yeah. Tortugas, of course, are down there, and that was a face that Kevin made.
The A or B squad?
A Squad.
Oh, nice.
A Squad, the originals. Yeah. And there's a really cool act down there called, a couple cool acts. There's one called Don Juan and Miguel, which is sort of Tortuga Twins, but with only 2 and with more tricks.
Which, if you're not aware of what the Tortuga Twins are, that sounds really weird out of context.
But oddly enough,
It
makes
does,
sense
actually.
if you know who they are, it makes sense.
Yeah. But
So the Tortuga Twins is 3 dudes, just
Yeah.
so the people who haven't seen that are aware.
yeah.
That was funny.
Don Juan and Miguel are sort of, they do sort of a variety act, but they actually, I don't want to say they have talent, but they have talent.
Yes.
I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean that they do stuff other than just a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have tricks that they do. They have a gimmick. They have a shtick. They do whip tricks and some juggling and knife throwing stuff.
So like a Penn and Teller.
Yeah, they're a little bit more. Yeah, they're a little bit more variety than just the Tortugas, who are just who are a comedy show.
Sure.
Not to those guys have been doing it for 30 goddamn years. I'm not hating on them. What they do well, and they are a big draw to the festivals. It's just that Don Juan and Miguel do something a little different, and theirs is really good too. There's this.
Weird side note, Penn and Teller got their start at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. You're welcome. Continue.
Yeah, it's not the first time. That's the first time we've ever mentioned that on the show, I think.
No, son.
I know. And then there's an act called Barely Balanced, which is like a sort of like Toil and Tumble,
Right.
but 3, and they're fun, they're good, and they do like balancing act plus juggling knives at the top of the balancing act.
Seems dangerous. Somebody should wear safety goggles.
Yeah.
Poking me out.
Yeah, the festival itself is bright and gorgeous and lovely to walk around. There's a couple of street characters that we know from up here. Don Quixote is down there.
Oh, Sean, yeah.
Yeah, he's on their fucking poster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And Seamus the Insulter.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Love that guy.
So layout land compared to our festival? Bigger, smaller?
Smaller but longer. Yeah. But really it's sort of like there's a bit of a central space. And then there's this long shaft that comes out.
Jesus Christ. See, now you're just milking it.
Are you proud of that?
God, would you stop stroking his jokes?
Stroking my ego?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to say ego because I don't want to give you that much credit.
Wow. Turn off your own mic.
Just gonna insert that there like that, huh?
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. So anyway, your penis fest.
So can you go in with Plan B already? Jesus.
Wow. So at the end of the long straight is their joust their joust track.
Fun. Looks like they actually have real seats.
I feel like there's some feelings there.
There's some feelings about this joust track. So ours is I just can't get away from it. Ours is longer, but
Theirs is girthier.
This is wider.
Are they too far away from each other? Can they actually hit each other, or is it just the tip? I'll stop.
Will you?
Continue.
Will you?
Tell me about the joust.
Okay, so the joust track is shorter, but the entirety of the joust track is encircled in fucking bleachers.
Yeah, that's
like it's a full goddamn arena stadium type thing, and it is dope.
We need that, and I don't know why we don't have it.
Because they don't want to spend the money to put in bleachers or chairs or anything that's comfortable. I'd rather people just stand there and sweat in the fucking heat together.
Yes.
I hate being able to see stuff.
Yeah. They'd have to restructure everything and rebuild and move the pavilion. Not the pavilion, though.
Well, maybe when they finally move locations down to Jordan.
Hey. We did the feast, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw
Food
it.
looked good.
It was good.
Looked really good.
Food was real good. The Feast Masters, as it turns out, the Feast Master of the Arizona Renaissance Festival apprenticed under our Feast Master, Jim Cunningham.
Oh.
Yeah. So like he was up here many years ago before Laszlo. He was the sidekick for Jim for a number of years before. He's been traveling for a long time. So like at Arizona, which I believe is his home festival, he does the Feast Master there.
Nice.
Cool. It's very cool. Yeah. It's fun. It's pirate themed, which is different. I kind of love it, but I also weird. But yeah. Overall, really great experience. A lot of fun. The crowds were very much. This was not a drink heavy. It didn't feel like a drink heavy festival.
I mean, people don't go there just to get stupid drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, like the vibe between our fest and this festival were very different. This is very much. There was a bit of a Disney aspect to it, and it was a little sanitized, and it was a little bit, shopping center. But like by the end of the day, it was nice. It was, no one was fall over stupid drunk. Not that I knew, anyways. Maybe
did you stay until close both days, or did you,
both days?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Cannon to cannon,
Decided to
both
head
days.
out early, or
Really? Are you glad to slip that last one in? Just stealth like?
Kind of like a
hey,
baby.
stealthing is assault.
Yes, it is.
Kind of like a baby. Head on out.
He missed it. I think.
I know
I miss what?
the stealthing thing.
I did.
Oh no! But before that, never mind.
The head out.
Yeah. Like baby.
Like a baby.
Head out.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he doesn't remember.
Make like Paul Walker and hit the road.
Yeah, Ryan Dunn.
Princess Di.
Remember, he doesn't remember that shtick.
Tracy
even though
Morgan.
We told him we were going to fucking do it, and he was like, "What are we doing?"
He's alive. It's not as funny.
It's fair.
Anyways,
I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I liked it. That's all I got.
Did you buy any neat tricks for your costume next year, or did you
I
keep
bought-
it low key? Or
looks like you bought a new something.
I bought a new hat.
Yeah.
because, well, you both saw the aftermath of me wearing my last hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure did.
Poor shirt. Poor fucking shirt. So I bought a new hat that is guaranteed not to bleed,
I was going to say leak all over you.
leak all over me, and ruin a perfectly good shirt. I'm so upset. This is my favorite shirt out of the whole run. It was that beautiful pale yellow, and I loved it. And it's ruined. I cannot wear it. I can't. The dye won't come out.
But at least you can wear it like on a day when it's like dirty and rainy and shitty, and you don't like it. You have a shirt you don't give a fuck about. You know.
No, I can't because it is stained to all shit.
Right, a shirt you don't give a shit about. So if you're doing something that's like rolling in the mud or something, or you don't want to get your good shirt, you know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
I have a shirt. I have two long sleeves. One of them's like my good one.
Are you pulling up a picture of?
No.
And then the other one is like if it's going to be shitty weather or if it's whatever. But it's I wear it because I don't care about it. I don't care what happens to it.
Hang on. I will find you a picture of this shirt so you can see why there's absolutely no way I could do that. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I got a new hat, and I'm really happy about the new hat. Hat. It's a fun hat. But yeah, I think that's all I got, if I remember correctly. Oh, we got the goblets from the feast. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The shtick at the feast, by the way, is very similar. Like the blueprint is there. It's a pretty typical feast blueprint.
I hear a lot of other festivals have mirrored ours, and
yeah, and that's ultimately what it is. Is that it's pretty clear that Arizona has a lot of the DNA of Minnesota.
yeah.
I don't know if that came from Minnesota, although I have reason to believe that's why Arizona is so successful, is that it's Minnesota but doing it better, because it's just a bunch of Minnesotans who came down. I gotta imagine that might be true. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'll tell you, I am happy to go back there again. And I got a phone number from a friend that says I might go back down for special reasons.
Nice.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
Butt sex.
Yes, that's correct.
You got it. Nailed it.
Well done. Good job, buddy. I'll give you a little pat on the head.
Did I come in number 2?
No.
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 It's a shitty joke.
No.
I don't know. Would it give you hemorrhoids or something?
No. Let's get to the next thing.
Yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it?
I was really trying to go as fast as I could, too, because
you did.
I know my stories get
Okay.
ridiculous.
You did okay.
It's not the longest you've ever been.
I know.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
We're proud of you. I was trying to make a poop joke. Anyway,
I was going to go for a sex joke, but I had it's too short.
Yeah, it's true. It is very tiny for you. Anything else we need to talk about? No? All right. Well, stay after. We're going to do a happy ending for the Book of Boba Fett, and we're going to talk all about it, spoil the shit out of it. So if you want to hear what we think about the complete first season of Book of Boba Fett, stay tuned. If not, stop listening after this, and after you watch it, come back and listen again. This has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 146, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you next time.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever's Happy Ending, a spoilerific review of whatever movie we just saw, where we discuss all of the things that got us there.
All right, welcome back for a happy ending for the Book of Boba Fett. We're going to spoil the shit out of the the first season of Book of Boba Fett. So, yeah, here we go.
He's so excited.
Well, here's the deal. The entire thing, fucking awesome. From beginning, got better and better and better. Got to see some cool shit. Got to see some culture of the Sand People, which was really fucking cool, and gave more character to than just these random people that showed up that nobody knows anything about. So it's cool to see that. It's cool to see what Boba did, to get out of it, and all this other stuff. And all the stories are great. All the episodes are great. but it lost track, and it was just like all of a sudden it got taken over by The Mandalorian. And while that was cool, The Mandalorian already has a show. I don't want to see this unless it's The Mandalorian. I want to see Boba Fett because the show is literally called Book of Boba Fett. And I'm disappointed that it got taken over by The Mandalorian. And that pissed me off. Like, it's just like I wanted to see more Boba Fett. I want to see Boba Fett. That's what I came to this series to see.
Who'd you want to see?
Boba Fett.
Okay, just checking.
And the only thing that pissed me off is when they were like, hey, we need to get a group together to try to defend the city. And Fennec was like, should have been like, hey, I know some guys. And then the Bad Batch could have showed up because there's some guys that know how to fight. Anyways, and they're mercenaries. And you just pay them a little bit of money and they can fight for you.
If they're still alive.
Well, I mean, assume one or two of them are. Fucking look on their Facebook page and see.
Look on their Facebook page and see.
I'm sorry, their Star Wars, their Star page. Star, yeah, whatever.
Galaxy Book.
There you go, Galaxy Book.
You're welcome.
Page. Other than that, I really enjoyed all the episodes. I thought they were cool as fucking shit. I just was disappointed by Dave Filoni by bringing in more Mandalorian.
I would be disappointed if it was called Boba Fett, but it's not. It's called the Book of Boba Fett,
Right.
which has different chapters and different points of view. It is about everything going on to people connected to Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. And I think, bringing in the Mandalorian to help without acknowledging what's been going on would have left people just as annoyed, but on the other side of the fence. I think that was sort of a lose-lose in that situation.
Right.
And I have one very annoyed takeaway from it. Two very annoyed takeaways.
Is one of them really, really fucking blue?
No. I loved Cad.
Okay.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
He's played by the character.
It was nice getting closure on the character.
Oh, cool.
No, my two annoyances both kind of revolve around the Mandalorian. And that is, the first one is that ship is fucking stupid for a bounty hunter.
Agreed.
Like, yes, the Nubian Starfighter is a cool ship. I like that it's kind of a fucking hot rod. I like that Yoda has his little baby dome for playing his Nintendo Switch, just like I mentioned, I think, on the last podcast.
You did. Yeah, we did.
And I totally fucking nailed it. That's very cool. But I think, just like I said before, I think they were kind of setting up the whole him going to Mandalore thing, but now it seems like he's going to keep possibly bounty hunting. And that is a useless fucking ship for that.
Yeah.
Fucking useless. Unless he gets, one of those hyperdrive rings that has like compartments for putting people in, which seems really fucked up, but I suppose if they're in carbonite, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's really stupid.
Maybe he's going to sell it and get a bigger ship.
I don't know. Maybe he is gonna do something else. But the other thing is that an official Mandalorian Season 3 poster showed Luke Skywalker with Grogu and a yellow lightsaber crystal. Like, this is official.
Really?
Yeah, Google it.
I will.
They didn't show it in the show, but
No, they didn't. But what I mean is that was a Mandalorian Season 3 poster of Luke with Grogu and a parted out lightsaber with a yellow lightsaber crystal.
Yep, I remember.
So what the fuck?
We'll get in the Mandalorian.
Will we? Because it looks like he's done.
Maybe it'll be another episode of him training. I don't think or maybe we get to see him get well, I suppose he didn't.
He's apparently done. Or does he go back? Does he change his mind? Was Luke like, I did some thinking and I realized that the whole using absolutes is bad, and only a Sith deals in absolutes, even though that's an absolute.
Right.
But maybe he'll be like, this. I'm trying to figure my shit out. Come on back. You can visit him from time to time.
Right. Which in my As we talked about in the last episode, it was that this literally like his first student doesn't really fucking still believe strongly in the Jedi stuff, hasn't read through the fucking Jedi text yet, and it doesn't form his opinions that he has in The Last Jedi and all that until much after he's, after the Kylo Ren incident. Cool to see the thing being built that eventually is on fire. So
Yeah, eventually on fire.
We've seen it before and after. So that's where I think I did have a problem with that too. But then when everybody said that, I'm like, you're right. It is an absolute. But then remember what he said in fucking Last Jedi about how arrogant the Jedi were, and that to think that this was all that and this and blah blah blah, and that maybe he learned his ways.
And that's what I was thinking too, and also hoping for. But it just,
That one?
No, there was a
No.
different one, but that.
I think it's a concept drawing.
No, this one was a fucking like it was posted by fucking Disney.
Oh.
What was I going to say?
I even sent it to.
It was cool when he started to have his flashbacks to the fucking takeover of the Jedi Temple. So we know that he escaped the Jedi Temple. Still don't know how. Wish we did. Hopefully we'll find out. Right? Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe he has some more. Maybe he has some more flashbacks, and we get to see more. And then,
Yeah, that one.
yeah, that one. So, I guess time will tell with that one. Do we get the next season of Mandalorian?
So the better the Luke CGI gets, the less credible it feels. And I think that has a lot to do with the Uncanny Valley phenomenon.
See, and I didn't get that quite as much because it was a lot better. Like his mouth was still a little,
Yeah.
But I think that's the hardest thing to figure out because
Yeah.
the human mouth is so fucking complex.
Yeah, there's like 42 muscles. In your face
It's
to
really
control your mouth.
complex,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I watched the second Tron movie the other day, and the young Flynn, woof. I mean, it was even woof then, but now it's just woof.
It's way bad.
Yeah.
It's woof.
I think that's because he had to put dots on his beard and mustache, and that would be hard to follow the actual lip movement.
So, but yeah, it's. I don't know. It was a lot better, and there were only a couple of times that was weird for me. But like seeing Ahsoka and Luke together, like chilling, and she's like, "Yeah, you're just like your father." I was like,
You were quite far from the mic, and still.
"Yeah,
Me too. Me too.
fucking A, man."
Yeah, because she definitely put two and two together. Oh, your last name's Skywalker, huh?
Oh yeah, I don't think it.
Weird. Last Skywalker I met kind of became an asshole. Like,
I'm watching you, buddy.
You're just like your father. Ever tell you about how I whooped his ass? I ever tell you about how I whooped his ass? Awesome.
ever tell you that he
Sick.
redeemed himself and he actually became, the Anakin we wanted
I'm
him?
sure he told her.
Yeah, they had to have.
He had to have told her. He'd be like, so at the end, he was Anakin again, and
I saw a shadow and he looked like that Christian Hayden guy. Yeah.
why don't I show you how to commune with fucking Force ghosts? And there he is. And she's like, that's how I remember him.
Hey, there's that
Hayden
guy.
Christensen.
Hey, Obi-Wan, you're old as fuck. He's dead too.
Yoda. Look at him, bastard.
I love our drinking buddy version of that scene.
Which is exactly how their characters talk. I got this Star Wars dialogue down to a T.
I love the
I still
idea
got to
of
work
like,
on mine.
I love the idea of like all of that with quirky cantina music in the style of like Parks and Rec behind it.
Totally. But I mean, it's hell's bells when it finally got to the plot.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was cool. It was a cool shootout.
Yeah.
You apparently have thoughts on Cad Bane. I would love to hear.
Okay. Well, first of all, which plot?
To defend the fucking take over the city and become the main.
Like I liked that last episode for what it was, which was
Save the Rec Center plot.
Yeah, the Save the Rec Center, or the Or the motley band of outlaws protects the city jail. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that plot. The
help of the guys.
El Dorado plot.
Very sad Flashdance Twi'lek died though. That she had so much potential. And
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm seeing.
yeah. I thought Cad Bane was pretty cool.
Okay.
For all y'all that watch the cartoons. But for those of us that don't, he made no fucking sense. And I had to go read up and find out what the hell he did in Rebels and fucking Clone Wars to find out what exactly his deal was.
So
They did not explain it well at all in the show.
No, they didn't until the very end when he was dying. He did talk about how he basically raised him. He did get into it briefly. They could have done more for the people who don't watch Clone Wars.
They could
Rebels.
have done so much more for those of us that don't do it.
That
don't
being
watch the
said,
cartoons.
if you don't have time for Clone Wars, at the very least watch Rebels. Because it will give you even more appreciation for Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
And I would even say watch Rebels and like the last season, maybe 2 seasons of Clone Wars. Because that's where it gets good.
Okay.
Most of Clone Wars I did not care for very much.
Yeah.
The whole World War II propaganda narrator voice, I was nails on a chalkboard for me.
Oh, yeah.
Most of my friends know how I feel about the whole Carbonite debacle.
You've mentioned it on this show.
And so it's I don't like most of it, but it's good to kind of see where Ahsoka came from, and it does give you some stuff on Cad Bane. He, for those who are also a little bit in the dark, like Rob, who maybe didn't look it up, he was the one who took Boba Fett in.
And trained him.
And trained him to be a
Like Django did for him, right? Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Well, I mean, Django was his dad.
No. Like Django trained Cad Bane, though, right? Is that
I think so.
okay? I think that's the way I understood it.
Yeah.
Reading through the things, and that's what I had to do was read through the things, and I just that last 30 seconds of the episode where he talks on his deathbed about. Oh, by the way, here's all this exposition you would have gotten if you'd watched the fucking cartoons, but here you go. Like, that wasn't enough. That wasn't nearly enough information, and I don't think they handled Cad Bane well in the show for the rest of us. That was... I don't usually say this, but that was too much fan service.
Sure.
Yeah. Because it was so insider.
But on the other hand, we got to watch Boba Fett ride a Rancor.
That,
And then the Rancor going all King Kong.
yes.
And then the pilot, the 2 pilots fucking, should we go down and help? It sounds like there's a Rancor loose. Fuck it, let's keep going. Meow. But yes, the Rancor, yes. Fucking legit. And I want to see, what did I say earlier about the Rancor that I edited out?
So about the dinosaurs and...
Oh, yeah, I want to see Boba Fett riding a Rancor versus Jurassic World. That's what I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to see, like, Chris Pratt on, like, a T-Rex?
Yeah. And with him and stupid Blue, and then the Rancor will eat Chris Pratt and then kill Blue. I'm not
The most likely of situations.
Maybe Blue will survive. I'm okay with Blue. Blue's all right. Because at least Blue's not a total dick.
But then Chris Pratt wakes up Skyrim style in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There sure was a Rancor that did some shit.
Oh, you're awake. Sorry.
I was sad to see the Marshal get shot. I thought he'd be a lot faster because he seemed faster.
Cad Bane's just a little better.
He's a lot better, yeah. I mean, and it was a shootout that was believable.
But I mean, he's in the Bacta tanks. He's going to healed up, and he's going to get some cool tech attachments. And
It took me a
we're going to
moment.
get fucking RoboCop.
Right. It took me a moment to realize who that was because it doesn't quite look like him for some he looked too Count Dooku-ish for some reason.
I think it was just the blue against his beard. And,
maybe.
Yeah, it was, you know,
Yeah,
it was
but
a Marshall.
Marshall. Yeah. I rewatched it a couple times. I'm like, oh, it's the Marshall. Duh.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Marshall
he's in
Vance.
that. I don't know why he's in that black turtleneck, but whatever.
It's a pressure suit to keep all of his insides.
But he was just
Yeah.
had a bullet wound. It was cauterized by the laser.
Shut up.
But the tattoo mod
But it
artist.
got all the dust. It got gangrene. And he's going to lose the arm on that side, and that's why he's going to get a mecha arm.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, that could maybe the pressure suit thing like keeps the body warm,
Or he's going to get a Tony Stark style arc reactor
yeah, there
that
we
can
go.
shoot beams.
and then he can
Get
call.
powered with a kyber crystal.
He can.
And
call
he's going to
his-
be the new Death Star.
And he can call
You guys
his
can see Rob's face right now.
and he can call his Mandalorian armor like Iron Man does, and can like come to him and like fly to him.
And it'll even like every time he flies around, it'll dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. He's getting like a shield and a hammer,
He'd be all nanotechy.
webbing.
Also, speaking of Boba Fett armor,
You know what? Hang on. You know what? For the amount of times I have sat here and done this to you and done this to you, I deserve this. But fuck you.
But speaking of Mandalorian stuff, it was fucking cool to see them both exhaust every single weapon they had on their suit.
Oh yeah,
That's fucking tight.
the knee guns were cool. What is he
Knee
fucking
missiles?
Bayonetta?
Yeah. And I'm getting bored with the flamethrower thing, but whatever. It was cool.
It's the
I know.
Mandalorian staple.
I know.
Yeah.
I
It's
know.
their thing.
I know. But it was cool to watch them fucking exhaust the shit out of everything
Oh, yeah.
and just be like, what are we going to fucking, what can we do? Anybody got a Rancor?
I love that he really sucks with the fucking Darksaber.
Yeah.
He's really bad with it.
Horrible.
Oh, I love that.
I was trying to also explain to the same individual I had a conversation with about Star Wars and stuff about why Boba Fett or why Mando couldn't swing it. And I was like, he's fighting the saber. He didn't understand the whole like. They explained that he's trying to swing it like a sword, and you can't. You have to fucking let the saber do the work and let it do the thing. And he's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I said, it does, kind of, sort of.
That's the thing, is that this is the first time they've really made it seem like, and I don't know if this is a Darksaber thing or if they're just finally acknowledging this, that the blades do have weight.
Yeah.
And they're heavy, because that was one thing that George Lucas had iterated time and time again in the original trilogy when he was filming them, is you have to hold these like a claymore. They're really heavy. But then he gave up, and then he's like, but wouldn't it be cooler if they twirled?
But one can say that the Force and
Yeah. It's fine. But the whole thing is that he really made it seem like that blade that it has weight behind it, and that you're not going to just lob off your own arm.
right
Because the counterbalance is too difficult.
Right.
Yeah, they're unwieldy because it's a fucking blade of plasma light, but
yeah. So there's another theory that I don't know. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw some. Maybe it's just a fan drawing or whatever. But the theory is that since that's the weapon to rule Mandalore, it was supposedly created by a Mandalorian who was a Jedi.
correct.
That said Darksaber in the future will go to Grogu, who will become like a Mandalorian Yoda thing.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? That does make the most sense
Because
because
he could wield it.
Yeah.
He'd have to be a little taller.
and especially because
Maybe a baller. Maybe a Paula and a 6'4" Paula.
I don't think he can be tall enough, though. Because even
Maybe not.
Yoda's lightsaber was a
Tiny, yeah.
child's lightsaber, so
Yeah,
I don't
I wonder
find
if
that
retro-
very likely.
Retro. Well, I guess I can't really retro the Darksaber.
It's already there.
Are you disappointed in my fucking callback to a great rap song of the
worse than that, I was going to make a reference, and you walked all over it. All over it.
Wish
Like,
he had a
I don't
girl
think
who
I
looked
can.
good, he would call her?
No. I had a different reference that I was going to make related to Star Wars even. I looked it up and everything. to make sure I got the line right. And you just walked over there with, I wish I was a little bit taller. I love that song, mind you, but like, fuck, man. I had a Han Solo quote ready and everything.
Well, then what's your Han Solo quote?
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no good for a blaster at your side.
No.
Yeah, I was going to make the...
Sorry. I robbed all over it for you.
You did.
Apologize for robbing all over it, Rob.
You're not sorry.
I'm not. That's a great song.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I didn't buy into that theory either with the Darksaber and fucking, because even if let's say that was even a thing, why would they allow this Mandalorian, even though he's technically, Mando keeps referring to him as a youngling, which is what the Mandalorian culture does.
A foundling.
A foundling, sorry. Thank you for correcting that. A foundling. I don't think the Mandalorian people would follow him.
I don't think they would either.
Not even the slightest. They'd be like, who the fuck is this kid?
None of it seems very likely.
No.
But yeah, it was interesting having them also acknowledge. I don't remember his first name, but the Vizsla's descendant, Tar Vizsla, is the original Mandalorian who created the Darksaber. Yeah. But his descendant was the one that Mando fought in that Ringworld Halo episode.
Oh, sure. Played by Jon Favreau.
Yep. And I was glad that they acknowledged that because they're really bringing in like the creator into canon, and I hope we get like an actual look at him. Possibly during season 3 as like a flashback or like a the armor telling the story, something like that.
And we got to see the fucking destruction of Mandalore.
Yeah,
fuck.
Finally got to see the fucking TIE bombers bomb shit. I've seen it in so many video games, and I finally got to see it on the screen. It was great.
Right. Fuck. The land of the Night of 1,000 Stars. No, what the fuck do they call it? Night of 1,000 Stars or something.
Night of 1,000 Tears.
I don't remember what they call it.
I don't know.
Boner soup.
Whatever they call the destruction of Mandalore.
Yeah, boner soup.
That one. Nailed it. That was cool and very heart-wrenching as well. But yes, it was also cool that they acknowledged the descendancy. But they want
just a great purge of Mandalore.
Didn't they want Bo-Katan to fucking take over?
Yeah, and that was a big plot point in
because he gave up the Darksaber to her sister.
Well, that was a big plot point in Rebels was Bo-Katan getting the Darksaber.
Yeah.
And it was given to her by Sabine Wren.
Right.
And she didn't have to fight her for it. And all of a sudden she has to fight Mando for it. I'm very confused by that.
I am too.
There's some teeter-tottering going on, but whatever.
But then there wasn't the big thing was that she had lost the saber, and that's why she kind of got... I have to go back and reread it, but I had this all before. Before COVID, I remembered all this shit. Now I don't remember shit. She had lost the saber somewhere, and then that's how Moff Gideon got it, and then the Mandalorians were like, how the fuck did you lose the one thing?
I don't know.
No. I had to go back and read that a little bit better. But anyways, yeah.
Where the fuck did Yoda's lightsaber come from?
Yeah.
How did he get that?
It sounded like...
Because I forgot to watch Return of the Jedi again. Not Revenge of the Sith again.
Because, doesn't he drop it?
Because I swear to God he loses it when he's fighting.
I thought he put it away and then as he was jumping down before he jumped into the thing.
And that's what I can't remember. But
right, I can't
swear
either.
to God he lost it.
But
it's just like Luke's saber. How
that also bugs me that like Luke like scavenged through Yoda's house for like...
Wouldn't you?
Well, maybe, yeah.
I mean, shit. Yoda probably told him to. He's like, "Oh, I need you to go get some stuff."
Hey, before you leave, by the way, there's some books and.
But then again, Yoda did have all those books and stuff, so he certainly could have snuck back and grabbed some shit and found his lightsaber. And
if I remember correctly, in one of the
books,
books or books, there was a short time immediately after the destruction of the Death Star in Return of the Jedi. Luke went back to Dagobah to like live in his little hut for a bit.
I mean, Yoda.
Yeah.
The fact that he had the books on Dagobah when it didn't seem like he had time to grab that either. What I mean is Yoda could have gone back for like the Jedi texts and his saber and that kind of shit. That was what I was referring to.
Gotcha. You mean in that, like, when they went back to the temple? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yep, sure. Yep.
Yep. Because, wait.
I want to go home now.
Same.
I have to watch the movie again because don't they put the message out after the fucking fight? Then they say they killed the younglings. Anyways,
Book of Boba Fett was really good.
because he had his lightsaber then to kill some motherfucking clone troopers. Anyways, all right, yeah. Anyways, we're going way off topic. Shocking. Drink. All right. So, anything else about Book of Boba Fett?
No.
No.
I feel a second season would be a stretch.
I know.
No?
I think they can get a second season out of that.
They can do more.
I mean, it would definitely be
We can
hard
do
for
it.
him to keep.
We can do a rehab of most Espa rehab.
Maybe Bo will take over a few episodes of the next season of Mandalorian. Call it even.
Yeah.
There we go.
That'll show you.
Do it. All right, then. Then this has been our happy ending for the Book of Boba Fett on Best Threesome Ever. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you next time.
This is NPR.
You're welcome. See you, bye.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.